What's up, guys? Welcome back to.
Travel and fun.
Yes, as we said, we are in.
Dresden.
Yes, Dresden, Germany.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful city, actually. Like I told you before, I have been here like a couple of years back with two of my friends when I started my career. The first time I went international, this was a city I came to, and from where I took a train to Görlitz. But this city has a lot of historic significance, a lot of World War significance, and there are a lot of
And
places
it's
to see.
snowing.
Yes, and it's snowing. It's all white. This is actually something that's very lucky with us. Whenever we come to Germany, it's always snowing. The last time we went to
Especially for
Hamburg,
Christmas market.
yeah, during Christmas markets, yeah. And of course, we have come to Dresden mainly for the Christmas market. That's why we are here just for one day. But then we thought, okay, we'll also cover a few spots. It's already 11:30, 12,
Half past 12.
12:30 in the afternoon, because I struggle finding some charging spots, like cheap charging spots. So there's something called Sachsen Energy, which is government provided. So it's only 50 cents per kilowatt hour. So if you come to Dresden, we can use their charging spots. So from the one here in the old city, it's like 20 minutes walk to the center. So that's nice. So there are a couple of spots that we will try to cover today, important spots. But there are so many other
Other spots,
places to
yeah.
see in Dresden. So when you come here, do explore more. We might come again to Germany. I mean, we will of course come
Yeah.
time and time again to Germany. But yeah, for this trip, we'll cover some spots and we'll show you what those spots are. So stay tuned and hope you guys enjoy our video. What do you have to say about Germany?
Very nice country, and really the weather is very super weather. We enjoyed weather.
Yeah.
And
How was Berlin?
Berlin's okay, but Dresden, alle?
This is Dresden.
Dresden is very good. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Very colonial buildings.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So we are yet to see Dresden. So
Today actually we are very lucky, so lucky.
Yeah.
A lot of snowfall is there,
Yes.
so we enjoyed that.
Yes.
Actually we are enjoying that.
Absolutely. So we'll show Achan what's there to see in Dresden, and we'll try to show them whatever we can. Yeah. Amma is here. See? Yeah. The Kreuzkirche, Church of the Holy Cross, is a testament to survival and tradition. While the church structure looks 18th century, its roots date back to the early 12th century, making it the oldest church site in Dresden. It holds the title of the largest church building in the Free State of Saxony, capable of seating over 3,000 people. The church has been destroyed or severely damaged 5 times over the centuries by fire, war, and structural collapse, and has been rebuilt every single time. It is the base for the Dresdner Kreuzchor, a boys' choir with a history spanning more than 800 years, predating many European nations. The church is named after a relic of the Holy Cross that was gifted to the city in the 14th century, which turned the site into a major medieval pilgrimage destination. Unlike the nearby ornate Frauenkirche, the interior of the Kreuzkirche is famously austere and raw. After the 1945 bombings, it was intentionally finished with a simple, rough plaster as a memorial to the destruction. The tower stands 92 meters tall. Visitors can climb the 256 steps to reach a viewing platform that offers a stunning 360-degree view of Dresden's Altmarkt. As soon as we moved out of the souvenir shop, what waited us was truly magical. We can see Anaka, mom, and dad all enjoying the snowfall that's right in front of the Kreuzkirche. Amazing moments. Beautiful, isn't it? The Kunst Academy, or the Dresden Academy of Fine Arts, is one of the city's most architecturally distinct landmarks. The building's most famous feature is its ribbed glass dome, which locals affectionately call the Zitronenpresse or the lemon squeezer because of its unique shape. It is topped by a gilded statue of Fama, the winged goddess of fame. Founded in 1764, it is one of the oldest art academies in Europe. Over the centuries, it has hosted legendary artists such as Caspar David Friedrich, Otto Dix, and Oskar Kokoschka. The main building sits directly on the Bruhl's Terrace, often called the Balcony of Europe. Its magnificent neo-Renaissance facade overlooks the Elbe River and adds significantly to Dresden's famous skyline. If you look closely at the exterior walls, you will see the names of famous artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Dürer inscribed in the stone, serving as constant inspiration for the students within. When you descend the grand monumental staircase built in 1814 from Bruhl's Terrace into Schlossplatz, you encounter a collection of allegorical statues and historic landmarks that define the Dresden skyline. The four times of day, the most direct monuments you will encounter are the four bronze sculpture groups flanking the staircase. The Standhaus, or the former state parliament. Directly to your right as you reach the bottom is the massive Standhaus. Built between 1900 and 1907, this neo-Renaissance palace once housed the Saxon Diet Parliament and now serves as the higher regional court. Its tall spire is a key piece of Dresden's skyline puzzle. The cathedral Sanctissimum Trinitatis, or the Hofkirche, dominating your view at the bottom of the stairs, is the Catholic Court Church. It is a late Baroque masterpiece connected to the royal palace by an overhead bridge. Look for the 78 stone statues of saints standing guard along its roofline and balustrades. Next, monument to King Frederick Augustus the Just. Located in the center of Schlossplatz, near the base of the stairs, is a statue of King Frederick Augustus I of Saxony. He was the first king of Saxony and is depicted sitting on a throne, symbolizing his role as a fair and steadfast ruler during the Napoleonic era. Next, the Royal Palace. To your left and straight ahead, you see the Georgian Tor, or the George Gate, the original exit from the city to the bridge. The Renaissance-style gate is part of the Royal Palace complex and features an equestrian statue of Duke George the Bearded. And last but not the least, the Augustus Bridge, or the Augustus Brücke. Just a few steps from the bottom of the stairs, to your right is the entrance to the Augustus Bridge. While the bridge itself isn't functional monument, it offers the Canaletto view, the famous perspective of the city that painters have immortalized for centuries.
Der Glanz von dir. Wir tragen dein Licht Wir tragen dein Licht in die Welt hinein. Dann wird es nie...
Umschließt die Erde, verkündet alle Menschen.
Man sagt immer le habían retirado a todos los centros.
കുടിക്കൂ. ആട്